Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I will be discussing 5 things women do when they truly love a man. But before we get into this video topic, I invite you to click the link shown in the description below where you can download the ebooks or freebies promoted in this video. Now let's get started. This is a video mostly for the men. Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, staring at the ceiling, wondering if the woman in your life truly loves you, or if you are just convenient for her right now? A lot of men have asked themselves that question, and the truth is, it's not always easy to tell. Words can be beautiful, promises can sound convincing, and affection can feel real in the moment. But genuine love shows up in ways that goes much deeper than words. It reveals itself through actions, choices, and through the little things that happen day after day. Sometimes men worry they're being used, maybe for attention, for stability, for resources, or simply for the comfort of not being alone. And those fears can quietly sit in the back of your mind. You might ask yourself, if things got difficult, would she still be here? Or does she actually see a future with me? Or am I just part of her present? The good news is that when a woman truly loves a man, there are clear signs. In fact, most of the time, they show up in simple, meaningful ways that reveal how much she values you and the life you could build together. So today we're going to talk about the 5 things a woman does when she truly loves a man. And as you listen, you might start recognizing some of these signs in your own relationship. The first sign is that she wants to introduce you to the important people in her life. When a woman genuinely loves you, she doesn't try to keep you hidden away in a corner of her world. She doesn't treat you like a secret. Instead, she wants the people who matter to her to know about you. Think about it for a moment. Family and close friends are usually the people who knows her best. They're the ones who have been around through the ups and the downs of her life. When she brings you into that circle, it's not a small thing. It means she's proud to have you in her life. It means she sees you as someone who belongs there. A woman who truly loves a man wants her parents to meet him. She wants her closest friends to know who he is. She wants to share stories about him. She wants you at family dinners, celebrations, and gatherings because, in her mind, you're not just someone she's dating. You're someone who could be part of her future. When a woman is unsure about a man or when she's keeping her options open, she often keeps those worlds separate. You might notice that months go by and you still haven't met anyone important to her. There's always a reason, always a delay. But when love is real, she naturally wants to integrate you into her life. And when she introduces you to the people who matter most, it's her way of saying, this man is important to me. Now, the second thing a woman does when she truly loves a man is that she's willing to make sacrifices and compromises for the relationship. Now, let's be clear about something. Love doesn't mean losing yourself. It doesn't mean accepting unhealthy behavior or ignoring serious deal breakers. Real love never asks someone to abandon their values or tolerate disrespect. But every strong relationship requires compromises. 2 people are coming together with different habits, different routines, different priorities, and sometimes even different dreams. If both people insist on having things their way all the time, the relationship will constantly feel like a battlefield. When a woman truly loves you, she's willing to meet you halfway. Maybe it's something small, like adjusting her schedule so that you can spend more time together. Maybe it's supporting a career opportunity that requires some changes in your shared plans. Maybe it's being patient when life gets stressful and things aren't always perfect. She doesn't see these adjustments as burdens. She sees them as investment in the relationship. A woman who loves a man thinks about the bigger picture. She asks herself, what will help us grow together, rather than, how do I get exactly what I want every time? You'll notice that she's willing to bend in certain areas because she cares about your happiness and the strength of the partnership you're building. Love, in its healthiest form, is about teamwork. And when a woman loves you deeply, she wants the two of you to win together. Now, the third sign is something many men overlook, but it's incredibly meaningful. She shows genuine concern for the people who are important to you. When a woman truly loves a man, she understands that he didn't appear in the world alone. He has a family. He has friends. He might even have children. He has relationships that existed long before she came into the picture. And instead of being threatened by those connections, she respects them. She asks about your mother or father and how they're doing. She also takes an interest in your children if you have them. She wants to know about the people who shaped you, supported you, and continue to matter in your life. This kind of concern comes from empathy and emotional maturity. A woman who loves you wants to understand the full picture of who you are. That includes the people who are part of your story. You might notice that she remembers details about them. She asks how your dad's appointment went. She checks in about your sister's new job. She might even go out of her way to build a respectful relationship with them herself. That effort speaks volume. It shows that she is not just invested in you as an individual, but in the life that surrounds you. Because when love is genuine, it naturally extends beyond just the couple. It reaches into the relationships that matter most to the people that you care about. The fourth thing a woman does when she truly loves a man is that she becomes proud of his accomplishments and supports his growth. Every man has goals, things he wants to achieve, dreams he's working towards, and even if he hasn't fully reached them yet. A woman who truly loves you doesn't compete with those ambitions. She doesn't try to shrink them. She doesn't dismiss them as unrealistic or unimportant. Instead, she becomes one of your biggest supporters. When you succeed at something, she is genuinely happy for you. Not politely happy, not pretending to be impressed. She feels real pride because your victories matters to her. She celebrates your progress even when the steps are small. And when things don't go as planned, she encourages you not to give up. She reminds you of your strength. She believes in your potential, sometimes even during moments when you are doubting yourself. That kind of support can be incredibly powerful. There's a certain confidence that grows in a man when he knows the woman beside him believes in him. It creates a sense of partnership that fuels both people to become better versions of themselves. A loving woman doesn't just stand beside you during the easy moments. She stands beside you while you're building something meaningful. And when she talks about you to others, you can hear that pride in her voice. She respects what you're doing with your life. She respects your effort. She respects the man that you are and the man that you are becoming. And the fifth and final sign is one that might seem simple, but it carries enormous weight. That is, she truly listens to you. In today's world, a lot of conversations aren't really conversations at all. They're competitions to see who gets to talk the most. People wait for their turn to speak rather than actually hearing what the other person is saying. But when a woman truly loves a man, she values his thoughts. When you speak, she pays attention. She's not just nodding while scrolling through her phone. She's present. She asks questions. She tries to understand your perspective. Even when she doesn't completely agree, she respects your opinions. Listening is one of the most powerful forms of respect in a relationship. It tells you that your voice matters. It tells you that your ideas and feelings are important. When a woman genuinely cares about you, she wants to know what's going on in your mind. She wants to hear about your day, your concerns, your plans, your frustrations, and your dreams. And you'll notice that when you're talking, she's not always trying to dominate the conversation or make everything about herself. There's a balance. She speaks, you speak, and both voices are valued. That kind of communication builds trust. It creates a safe space where both people feel understood rather than dismissed. And in a loving relationship, that sense of mutual respect is priceless. So when you step back and look at these 5 signs together, they paint a very clear picture. A woman who truly loves a man wants him to be part of her world. She introduces him to the people she cares about. She's willing to make reasonable sacrifices and compromises to strengthen the relationship. She respects and cares about the people who matters to him. She supports his growth and takes pride in his accomplishments, and she listens to him with genuine attention and respect. None of these things require grand gestures or dramatic declarations. They're simple. They're simply the natural expressions of someone who sees you as an important part of their life and future. So if you recognize these signs in your relationship, there's a good chance that the woman beside you truly values what you have together. And if you're still searching for that kind of connection, remember this. Real love isn't about perfection. It's about 2 people choosing to show up for each other consistently with respect, support, and care. Now, men, I'd love to hear from you. Have you experienced these signs in a relationship before? Which one do you think is the strongest indicator that a woman truly loves a man? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Okay, gentlemen and ladies, that's all for now. Once again, I invite you to check out the website shown in the description area below, where you can download the ebook or freebies promoted in this video. And if you enjoy these types of topics about relationships, personal growth, and understanding the dynamics between men and women, please press the like, subscribe, and share buttons below to receive notification when new videos are posted to this channel. Thank you for watching.